So, a very good morning to all of you. Hope you are all fine at your places. Today, there is a lecture number 8, and this lecture number 8 pertaining to the continuation part of the previous lecture that we had started in our previous class related to two-port network analysis. You were seen in the previous lecture that we were basically taught the two-port analysis, and you see in case of a two-port analysis we have total the 6 parameters, that is Z, A, B, C, D, Y, inverse A, B, C, D, G and H parameter, and every parameter has its basic equation, and based upon this basic equation we are trying to solve the parameter, and it is also seen that every parameter has its 4 basic parameters. For example, you saw on previous lecture that in case of a Z parameter there are 4 different parameters, that is Z11, Z12, Z21 and Z22, and you can see how you can calculate these all 4 parameters. Now to the coming to that continuation part, today we are discussing about the admittance parameter, and this is also called as the Y parameter, and it is also called as the short circuit parameter. Now why this Y parameter is known as short circuit parameter, whereas the Z parameter is called as open circuit parameter, that I will discuss in later on stage. So first of all, you have to be see that your second parameter is basically the admittance parameter, your Y parameter and your short circuit parameter. So again, what I have to do, I have to get a basic equation. I can solve this basic equation, and I will try my best to get the 4 another parameters, that is y11, y12, y21 and y22 in the same methodology that we had discussed in our previous lecture. Now you can see for the y parameter, the basic equation is I1, I2 is a function of V1, V2. That means a Y parameter is basically a parameter in which the input current and the output current is a function of input voltage and a output voltage. If you remember, in case of a Z parameter, you have input voltage and output voltage is a function of input current and output current. That means if you talk about Z parameter is basically where we have input voltage, output voltage is a function of input current, output current. But in case of Y parameter, we have input current, output current is a function of input voltage and output voltage. So based upon this basic equation, let us drive the Y parameter. Now you can see, first of all, what I have to do, I have made this I1, I2 is a function of V1, V2 in a matrix form. So you can get I1, I2 is directly proportional to the function V1, V2. As I had already told you that if you have to change the constant proportionality, you have to get certain value. So here I can use the value that is Y. So I1, I2 is equals to Y into V1, V2. After that, this Y will be further divided into 4 main factors, that is Y11, Y12, Y21 and Y22. So you can say that your I1, I2, Y11, Y12, Y21 and Y22, and here on the right hand side you have V1 and V2. Now I can elaborate these equations, and when I elaborate these equations, you can get I1 is equals to V1, just a minute. So you see I1 is equals to Y11 V1 plus Y12 V2, and I2 is equals to Y21 V1 and Y22 V2. It is similarly that we have discussed in our previous lecture where we are discussing about the Z parameter, and if you remember, in case of a Z parameter, the equation is V1 is equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2, and V2 is equal to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. Now here the equation is I1 is equals to Y11 Y1 plus Y12 V2, and I2 is equals to Y21 V1 plus Y22 V2. Now you can see in equation number 1 and equation number 2, your voltages are the signal, isn't it? Isn't it? You
Yes,
can
sir.
you can see
Yes.
equation number 1 and equation number 2, Your voltages are the signal. Like if you see equation number 1, V1 is the input voltage, V2 is the output voltage. And similarly, if you see on equation number 2, again V1 is the input voltage and V2 is the output voltage. Now what we have to do, we have to equate that signals is equal to 0 one by one. That means first of all we put V1 is equal to 0, see the result. After that we put V2 is equal to 0 and see the result. Now what I have to do, as I have already written that, as you see in this question number 1 and equation number 2, we have the voltages as the signal. Now let these signals will be equal to 0. Now see beta, what I have to do, just simply you can say that let V1 is equal to 0. That means input voltage is equal to 0. And here you have to be remember one of the most important thing, that when current is equal to 0, that means open circuit. And when voltage is equal to 0, that means short circuit. So if you remember, in case of Z parameter, we have to equate current is equal to 0. That is, we have to equate I1 is equal to 0 and I2 is equal to 0. So for that case, you have to open the port 1 as well as the open the port 2. But in case of Y parameter, you see V1 equal to 0 and V2 is equal to 0, and voltage is equal to 0 only and only when it becomes as short circuit. So when V1 equal to 0, that means we have to short circuit the port 1, and when V2 is equal to 0, that means we have to short circuit the port 2. I think up till this clear, there is no doubt, or anybody having any doubt, he or she can ask me. Otherwise, I will start continuing it. Okay, so from that thing, it is clear that when the current is equal to 0, that means we have to get it open circuited. But when the voltage is equal to 0, that means we have to get a short circuited. Now, based upon this Y parameter, you see on the extreme right hand side, you have a signal like V1 and V2. So first of all, we have to equate V1 equal to 0, and V1 0 means we have to short circuit the port 1. And after that we have to equate V2 is equal to 0. That means we have to short circuit the port 2. Now if you get a short circuit port 1, that means if you V1 is equal to 0, you can see your I1 is equals to Y12 and V2, and Y12 is equals to I1 upon V2. So you can see here that what is the value of Y12. This Y12 is equal to the ratio of input current and the output voltage. And similarly, here I2 is equals to Y22 into V2, and here Y22 is equals to I2 upon V2. So these are the two parameters of the Y. When V1 is equal to 0, we can get that value. That means whenever we get a one signal as 0, that means that signal may be open circuit or a short circuit. We are getting the two parameters. So here in case of a Y parameter, when V1 is equal to 0, that means when short circuit the port 1, we are getting Y12 and Y22, where Y12 is equals to I1 upon V2 and Y22 is equals to I2 upon V2. Again, let V2 is equal to 0. That means your output voltage is equal to 0. And again, the voltage is equal to 0 means we have to get the short circuit. So when we short circuit the port 2, so in that case, again, there are two equations. The two equations is I1 is equal to Y11 V1 and Y11 is equals to I1 upon V1. And similarly, your I2 is equals to Y21 V1 and Y21 is equal to I2 upon V1. Hence, you can see Y parameter when V1 equal to 0, we are getting the two parameters, and when V2 is equal to 0, we are again getting the two parameters. So based upon that thing, what do you mean? The Y parameter is basically Y11, Y12, Y21, Y22 is equals to I1 upon V1, I1 upon V2, I2 upon V1, and I2 upon V2. So this is basically the Y parameter. Clear? So anybody having any doubt related to the Y parameter, he or she can tell me, or otherwise I will start continuing it. Yeah. Shall I continue, or anybody having any doubt?
Yes, sir, continue.
Okay, fine, beta. So that I had already tell you that why the Z parameter is called as open circuit parameter and Y parameter is called as the short circuit parameter. The reason being, in case of a Z parameter, we are open the port 1 as well as the port 2. That is why that parameter is known as open circuit parameter. Whereas in case of a Y parameter, we are short circuit the port 1 as well as short circuit the port 2. So that is why this Y parameter is also known as your short circuit parameter. Clear? Clear? And also one of the most important thing from that thing, every parameter is a constitution of the four main things. Like you see in case of a Z parameter, the four main constituent parts of the Z parameter is Z11, Z12, Z21, Z22. In the same case, Y, you have Y11, Y12, Y21 and Y22. So every parameter is basically the combination of four another parameters. Clear beta? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this is the second parameter that we are discussed, and I had already tell you there are total 6 parameters. The Z parameter and the Y parameter I had calculated. Now what we have to do, the next parameter is basically the transmission parameter, ABCD parameter, or a chain parameter, the third parameter. Now for that thing, may I request all the students to please bring your notebook and try to solve these parameter with me. हम लोग क्या करेंगे, मैं आपको बेसिक इक्वेशन बताता जाऊंगा और आप लोग बिना इसको देखे उस इक्वेशन को सॉल्व करते जाइए और लास्ट में चेक करते हैं क्या हमारे रिजल्ट सेम आते हैं या नहीं आते हैं. क्लियर? इससे क्या होगा कि आप लोगों को ये पता चलना शुरू हो जाएगा कि हम लोग ये पैरामीटर कैलकुलेट कैसे करते हैं. बिकॉज हियर मैं तो सिर्फ अभी आप लोगों को थ्योरी समझाता जा रहा हूँ, आप लोग देखते जा रहे हैं. सो बाकी के जो 4 पैरामीटर्स हैं वो हम लोग इसी तरीके से करेंगे. क्लियर है बच्चे? Now I will tell you कि our next parameter is basically your transmission parameter. It is also called as ABCD parameter, chain parameter and the general parameter. Now you have the basic equation like this thing. ये आपके सामने basic equation, because हर एक parameter की एक basic equation होती है. If you remember, the basic equation of your Z is I V1 V2 function of I1 I2. Basic equation of Y is I1 I2 is a function of V1 V2. Now the basic equation for this third one, that is ABCD parameters, is V1 I1 is a function of V2 and minus I2. Clear? So can you people write down this equation on your notebook? लिख लिया आपने? या बच्चे respond me. Yeah, can you write down this thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
So what we have to do, as जो आपने पीछे Z में किया, जो Y में किया, अब आप क्या करिए, इसका मैट्रिक्स फॉर्म बना लीजिए. When you see मैट्रिक्स फॉर्म कुछ ऐसा दिख रहा है जैसा मैंने लिखा है, तो मैट्रिक्स फॉर्म में क्या आएगा, that is V1 I1 is directly proportional to the function of V2 minus I2. बनेगा?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is the next step? Next step is हम लोग कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ प्रोपोर्शनैलिटी को चेंज करते हैं किसी ना किसी पैरामीटर को बीच में जोड़ के. जैसे आपने Z में देखा, हमने कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ प्रोपोर्शनैलिटी को हटा के Z लगाया. उसके बाद Y में देखा कि कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ प्रोपोर्शनैलिटी को हटा के हमने Y लगाया. अब इसकी कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ प्रोपोर्शनैलिटी को हटा के आई कैन यूज द टर्म दैट इज ABCD, because the parameter is name is ABCD. So what we happen V1 I1 is equals to a matrix ABCD and V2 minus I2. क्लियर है बच्चे? यहाँ तक इस स्टेप तक क्लियर है सबको? इस स्टेप तक क्लियर है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now next what we have to do, we have to equate this equation. So you tell me, just a minute, you tell me, who will tell me what is the basic equation? या पूर्वी, you tell me, क्या इक्वेशन बनेगी जब आप इसकी खोलोगे इसको? जैसे Z की इक्वेशन बनती थी, Y की इक्वेशन बनती थी, ABCD की इक्वेशन क्या बनेगी जब आप इस मैट्रिक्स को खोलेंगे? क्या बनेगी इक्वेशन, बताइए पूर्वी.
A11 B12 C21 B22
B1 is equals to AV2 minus BI2 बनेगा?
last में.
बनेगा बच्चे?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
एंड सेकंड इक्वेशन क्या बनेगी? I1 is equal to CV2 minus DI2 बनेगा? Just a matrix multiplication. How the matrix can be multiplied? Matrix can be multiplied by multiply rows into columns. So here V1 on the left hand side, row है A and B, column है V2 minus I2. So A V2 minus B I2, and here I1 is the left hand side is equal to C V2 minus D I2. So you are getting the two equations now, that is V1 is equal to A V2 minus B I2, and I1 is equal to C V2 minus D I2. You are getting the two equations, that is equation number 1 and equation number 2, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you can see on the these equation on the extreme right hand side, what is the input signals and what is the output signal. So here you can see V2 is your one signal and I2 is your another signal. Clear? Because A, B, C, D are the parameters. Only you have to take the signal, and I had already tell you in my previous lecture that V1 and I2, V and I, current and voltages are the signals. Now, so what we have to do, we have to get a zero. First of all, I can substitute V2 is equal to 0 and get the result. And after that, I can substitute I2 is equal to 0 and get the result. You are also known as, when voltage is equal to 0, that means short circuit. And when current is equal to 0, that means open circuit. Now you can see, first of all, what I have to do, let V2 is equal to 0. किया बच्चे मैंने V2 को 0. V2 0 का मतलब हुआ short circuit port 2 और short circuit output port. So equation becomes V1 is equal to minus times BI2. So from here, what is the value of B? B is equal to minus V1 upon I2. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
And similarly, when you substitute V2 is equal to 0 in the second equation, you are getting I1 is equals to minus D times I2, and here it's equal to minus D times I2 is equal to I1. So here D is equal to minus I1 upon I2. That means again here in case of ABCD parameter, when you equate one of the signal is equal to 0, you are getting the two parameters, like you see in Z parameter, you see in Y parameter, and similarly you see in ABCD parameter also. When in case of an ABCD parameter, when you substitute V2 is equal to 0, short circuit port 2, you are getting a B value as well as the D value. Clear है बच्चे? Clear है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now after that, what we have to do, I have to do, let I2 is equal to 0. That means when voltage is equal to 0, that is a short circuit. But when current is equal to 0, that means the open circuit. Now you see open circuit port 2, and when I open circuit the port 2, you are getting A V1 is equals to A V2, and A V2 is equal to V1. And from here, what is the value? That is A is equal to V1 upon V2. And similarly, I1 is equal to CV2, and CV2 is equal to I1, and C is equal to I1 upon V2. So hence from this, you can get the value of A, you can get the value of B, you can get the value of C, and you can get the value of D. So you can say that in case of ABCD parameters, that is A, B, C, D parameter, you have V1 upon V2 minus V1 upon I2, I1 upon V2, and minus I1 upon I2. So hence your ABCD parameter can be calculated in this way. I hope you can understand it. And if you have any problem, he or she can ask me. Yeah, anybody having any doubt?
V2.
Okay. Now you can see your I2 is equal to 0. ये I2 कहाँ से 0 लिया आपने? ये देखिए आपके पास ये इक्वेशन है ना, V1 is equal to A V2 minus BI2. एक बार मुझे इस V2 को 0 करना है, एक बार मुझे I2 को 0 करना है. जब मैंने V2 को 0 किया, दैट मीन्स मैंने शॉर्ट सर्किट किया, और जब मैंने I2 को 0 किया, दैट मीन्स मैंने ओपन सर्किट किया. मैंने जब V2 को 0 किया तो इक्वेशन क्या बनेगी? V1 is equal to minus B times I2. यहाँ से मैं B की वैल्यू निकाल लूंगा, और I1 is equal to V2 minus DI2. जब मैं V2 को 0 करूंगा तो I1 is equal to minus D time I2. यहाँ से मैं D की वैल्यू निकाल लूंगा. तो सेकंड केस में मैं क्या करूंगा? I2 को 0 करूंगा. दैट मीन जब मैं I2 को 0 कर रहा हूं तो मेरे पास क्या बन रहा है? V1 is equal to AV2, यहाँ से A की वैल्यू निकलेगी, एंड I1 is equal to CV2, यहाँ से मेरी C की वैल्यू निकलेगी. सो मुझे बेसिकली यही करना है ना, ABCD पैरामीटर में मुझे A, B, C और D की वैल्यू निकालनी है. तो मैंने जब A, B, C, D की वैल्यू निकाल ली तो मेरे पास ये इक्वेशन बनी. नाउ इट इज क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
Clear hai ji? So this is basically the third parameter, that is called as ABCD parameter. Now up till stage you are covered Z parameter, you are covered Y parameter, you are covered ABCD parameter, and again the next one is your inverse ABCD parameter. In the same manner you can try to solve this inverse ABCD parameter. Only the difference is that thing, your basic equation will again change. So quickly I can go through that thing. So you have inverse ABCD, inverse transmission, inverse T parameter, and the basic equation is V2 I2 is a function of V1 minus I1. Clear? So what I have to do, first of all, I took this in matrix form. So when I took it in matrix form, it is V2 I2 is a function of V1 minus I1. कॉन्स्टेंट पर्सनैलिटी को हटाया, इसकी जगह ए इनवर्स, बी इनवर्स, सी इनवर्स, डी इनवर्स इक्वेट किया मैंने, दैट इज रोज को कॉलम के साथ. V2 इज इक्वल टू ए इनवर्स V1 माइनस बी इनवर्स I1, I2 इज इक्वल टू सी इनवर्स V1 माइनस डी इनवर्स I1. मेरे पास दो इक्वेशंस बन गई. नाउ अगेन यू कैन सी इस इक्वेशन में, फर्स्ट वाली इक्वेशन में सिग्नल क्या है, V1 और I1, और इसमें भी आपका सिग्नल क्या है, V1 I1. दैट मींस एक बार मुझे V1 को जीरो करना है और एक बार मुझे I1 को जीरो करना है. वोल्टेज जीरो होती है जब शॉर्ट सर्किट होता है, करंट जीरो होती है जब ओपन सर्किट होता है. सो मैंने क्या किया, लेट V1 इज इक्वल टू जीरो. दैट मींस जब मैं इसको जीरो करूंगा तो क्या बनेगा, V2 इज इक्वल टू माइनस बी इनवर्स I1. देखिए V2 इज इक्वल टू माइनस बी इनवर्स I1, यहां से मैंने बी इनवर्स की वैल्यू निकाल ली. एंड सिमिलरली I2 इज इक्वल टू माइनस डी इनवर्स I1, तो यहां से मैंने डी इनवर्स की वैल्यू निकाल ली. सो अगेन जब मैंने V1 को जीरो किया, शॉर्ट सर्किट किया, मेरे दो पैरामीटर्स निकल गए. नेक्स्ट व्हाट आई हैव टू डू, आई हैव टू इक्वेट I1 इज इक्वल टू जीरो. नाउ यू कैन सी I1 को जीरो, I1 जीरो करने का मतलब, करंट को जीरो करने का मतलब ओपन सर्किट, और जब मैं करंट को जीरो कर रहा हूं तो मेरा क्या निकल रहा है, V2 is equal to A inverse V1, A inverse is equal to V2 upon V1, and similarly C inverse is equal to I2 upon V1. So again, we have two signals. I equate that signal is equal to 0 one by one, and from that we can get a value like A, like B, like C, and like D. So here what will happen, you have A inverse, B inverse, C inverse, and D inverse, and here A inverse is equal to V2 upon V1 minus V2 upon I1, I2 upon V1, and minus I2 upon I1. So this is about the inverse ABCD parameter. Hope you can understand these parameters in a better way. But if you have any problem related to this parameter, you can comment me. I will try to solve the issue as soon as possible. Clear? So again, what one thing I should tell you, it's my humble submission to all the students that I put this study material in your Google Classroom, and moreover I will also provide this study material in your WhatsApp group. You can go through this study material and try to solve these equations or these derivation in your notebook at your places, and after that you will get an idea that how these parameters can be derived. And if you gain any problem related to solving these parameters, you can watch the video. This video will also help to understand the parameter in a more option way. So my humble request to all the students to please watch the video many times and also try to solve this derivation in your notebook. Clear beta?